Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Adila Husna and I'm from the MK4B. So today I'm going to present my persuasive speech, which the topic is students should be paid for getting good grades. I'm pretty sure most of you are having a 50-50 thoughts about this, but here I am trying to persuade you with relevant reasons. Raise your hand if you have ever been asked the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? Do you actually know what you should do in order to be that somebody that you aim for? How would you feel if one day you do achieve those dreams that you dream of and getting rewarded of it? Does it help you in any way possible? Getting appreciated for our achievement can be a stepping stone for us to do better in the future, especially for students. Good grades are commonly rewarded with a pat on the back or a trip to the nearest towns. Students who get good grades are almost always disappointed when that is all they receive. It is undeniable that many people are talking and considering about this in this era, despite all the constraints. But the question is it still relevant? Can it be done? In this speech, I intend to walk you through the proof that has initiated many unanswered questions, which will make people realize the pros of students being paid for getting good grades. Today, I will bring your attention to three important points based on the topic, which are: first, help underprivileged students. Second, it does provide an incentive to study harder. And the third one is getting paid can help them to start paying for college. Okay, without wasting your time, let me first engage with you about how students getting paid for getting good grades actually helps those underprivileged students. Okay, as mentioned above, one of the reasons why students should be paid for getting good grades is to help underprivileged students. When children come from poor economic circumstances, then they are more likely to drop out of school before graduation. This result happens because their family needs them to start working a job. For them, even get paid a little bit helps to keep food on the table and a roof over their heads. That means there is no time or energy to go to school anymore. A study in Penang has shown that at least 70% of the students today are working to earn money instead of going to school. Paying students for grades can help families to make ends meet in this situation. Students typically enroll in more classes when cash incentives are available. Kids feel better about themselves because they are contributing to their overall needs. Now that you know about how getting paid helps underprivileged students improve their life, let us move to the second important point of this speech. Apart from helping underprivileged students, being paid for getting good grades does provide incentive to study harder. Kids are spending up to 8 hours per day in school as early as the first grade. This is the same amount of time that their parents spend at their job. If adults get paid for their commitment to working, then you think, shouldn't students receive the same incentive? Money and other valuable rewards are fantastic motivators when there is something that is needed or wanted. Paying for good grades can keep kids and teens engaged with their studies while helping them to avoid the need to work somewhere to support themselves, because we know that in education nowadays is important to students. As you can see, the ability of the students to get higher grades actually starts with them getting incentive to study harder. Let us continue to the last point, which is how getting paid can help them to start paying for college. If students do receive money for their good grades, then it would create an opportunity for them to start saving for college. Tuition costs continue to rise these days, even for in-state students. And that can make it more of a challenge to earn a desired bachelor. Schools could even give the parents the money instead of the kids, or deposit the earnings in a savings account that can build in value over the course for your educational career. It might cost more for taxpayers to use type of system to support public school budgets, but the results could help more kids, especially from poor neighborhoods, from rural area, to find a way to change their overall life circumstances. And so, with the opinions why students should be paid for getting good grades, it is now the time for the conclusion, as we are as well running out of time. To conclude, while most people would see more of the list of the cons instead of the pros, but it can provide a long-term solution that many do not actually realize. Our world operates on the idea that if you put in the work, you should get paid for the results you create. Offering money as a payback shows that doing hard work can create tangible reward as well, no matter if the reward achieved on some level of value or vice versa. By paying them for their good grades, especially when the government has the incentives to offer and effort to take part, then students can experience what it feels like to get something after actually earning it. At some point in life, a child must make their own decisions about their future. It is not always that the parents decide for them. When you can show them that there is a reward for good studying habits, whether the grades come with them or not, then you are setting them up for a positive life experience without we actually realized. At the heart of it, those are all the reasons why students should be paid for getting good grades. Let me again briefly restate the main points of the speech, which are to help underprivileged students, provide an incentive to study harder, and help them start paying for college. Who knows, maybe we could help the person who discovers the cure for cancer to get into college. We might even help fund the family of the person to make the first living on Mars. Who knows, that could happen. This is why I believe why students should be paid for getting good grades. As said by the American politician Chuck Grassley, what makes a child gifted and talented may not always be good grades in school, but a different way of looking at the world and learning. So I guess that's all from me. Thank you.